You all know why you're here. It's the Bob Taylor Memorial match. To celebrate Bob, really. People who didn't know him, well, you were unlucky. That's all I can say. There's lots of people here who came through the Bob Taylor school, jet breakers, team fishing. He was a bit of an enigma, really. He was out on his own, didn't take any gave lots of but he was a beautiful man, and he's left a legacy, because I look around here and there's loads of anglers who have like learned from the man, you know. He's also left a legacy with some children, you know. They're not too bad. We have this charity match. I think this is the 6th one since he passed. We do it to have a damn good day. Bob was a bit mad, right? If you want to stop around at the end, because we're going to have a few beers at the end here, so someone's kindly donated some beers, and chat about him. If you don't know him, listen to the stories. Crazy. You know, you either laughed or cried with him. He was just brilliant. A brilliant bloke, and one of my best friends ever. Excuse me. Right, we're raising money for the Aylesford unit at Warwick, which was a cancer unit. Bob had it 3 times. Always went to help people. Even after he'd had it himself, he went to talk to people who had it. So we think it's a good place for it to go. Right, the rules are, the fishing wise, it's pole only, it's waggler only. Don't ask Kevin, he has no idea what a cruising carp is, alright? Anyone else? Yeah. In fact, you're probably better off talking to the spaniel, because he's probably got a better idea what a cruising carp is. This lake is pristine. It's been donated by Leamington Angling. Bless their cotton socks. They do this every year. They're fabulous. No, they don't have a peg fee, which is why we donate £10 of your pools goes straight to charity. All right. Let's leave it how we find it. It's beautiful. They've even gone round and tidied it up, especially for this match. They've done pegs, everything. So they've put a lot of time and effort in. Please respect that. Barking will start the match at 10:30. This is a tradition. And animal noises, please yourself if you can't bark, I'm not bothered. Or just shout stupid things at Kevin, if he loves it. And that's it. And through the match. Don't feel you have to just do it at the start. If you want to woof or bark or shout at someone, in fact, do it. Don't hold back, do it. I mean, Dave will be doing it all the time, every time he loses a fish. So, you know, take it from Dave, but his will be swear words. We don't.
That's allowed.
All right.
Just grab one, not 2. No, don't need to. I've got a sheet.
Yes.
So bad. I've only gone and drawn the same peg. Kingfisher. Kingfisher. Let's go. Camera was not right. Should I put one there? Yeah, just one there. Throw a few maggots. And then attack this short line. Look at that tree there. Where I plumbed up. I'm going to really attack the short line with ground bait, maggots, casters, worms. Feed over the top. Put 4 in. Get them grubbing. 4 great big balls. should be able to throw nicely there. Lovely. Right, my long line. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to feed pellets, corn, and a bit of ground bait. Oh, big carp just rolled then. About 18 metres out. I'm just going to fill it in on that line. Hope for skimmers. Three of them in there. Hardly squeezing it really. That's it. What is it? 3 swims. I'm not risking an edge swim today because that's where the carp live. I just like to have a bowl that I can throw some splodging on. Right. Start on a top kit, single maggot. Just keep throwing casters there. Alright, we're off. Hopefully there's some chunky perch about, and skimmers and roach and hybrids. Oh, missed it. We're at the bite. So, I don't know where all my time went, but 1 minute I'd got 20 minutes before the start. Oh, kingfisher. Oh, kingfisher. Oh, kingfisher. Nice perch. So, cameras weren't quite up and running. But anyway, nice and simple session today. Top kit, where I'm just going to throw maggots and casters. And then I've got a kingfisher just went there. Oh, I've got Pat O'Connor next door balling it in. So anyway, where was I? Before I got rudely interrupted by everything going on. Yeah, so I have got, when I came for a practice, I fished the top kit, margins, 2+2, and 12.5. Kingfisher again. Wow. Nearly missed that because of the kingfisher. Must live up that bank. Where was I? Yeah, so when I basically 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, I don't know what's going on. Right, let's start again. 2 or 3 days ago, I came from my one and only little recce here. I had 2 hours. I've not fished this lake for 20 odd years, and I thought we were on the Horseshoe Lake, which I kind of know, but I don't know this lake. Didn't even know how it plumbs up or anything, or what the ratio of fish is. That lake's more tench, crucians, big bream, a lot of tiny silvers as well. This one is, I was led to believe it's more roach and skimmers. Kingfisher again. Yeah, I was led to believe it was more roach and skimmers. Some big bream, but they tend to live out there where the carpers feed them. Little dink. Didn't develop. So anyway, I came for a little recce. I fished in the evening, so it was always going to be good. And a few maggots there as well. And in 2.5 hours, no more, I caught 25-pound fish. It was lovely. It was a bit slow to start with. The only 2 carp I hooked were down there, so I'm not even going to bother with that this time. I think that's 1 swim too many. Go on, big linery bite. Please don't be a carp. Any bite. So anyway, today I'm going to fish. I've gone a section further out on my short line, so I'm fishing top kitten 3, where it's a bit flatter and a bit nicer all round. Oh. 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 Kingfisher was straight past my pole tip. And again, look at him. Wow. Right, I'm getting totally distracted by this kingfisher. Let's show you what I'm doing. I'm fishing. Top kit, just for perch, maybe some skimmers later. Just break my hook off. Did I just break my hook off? I've just broke my hook off. I'm not even, can't concentrate. Right, my head's totally gone already. I'm struggling to talk. Let's explain what we're doing. I've just had to change my hook. I'm going to fish a top kit with maggots and casters for mostly perch to begin with, maybe some roach and skimmers later on. You never know. Then I'm going to fish a top kit and 3, so 5 sections for everything that swims. Maybe even catch shallow there. When I came before, I fished a top kit and 2, but 4 sections. But I think it's dead right to go a section further. Now I'll give it a bit more of a thorough plumb. There's a bit more of a shelf, and it just seems to level off another section further than what I fished. And definitely that bottom was a bit rocky and branchy and everything. So I've just gone a bit further, where hopefully the bottom's a bit cleaner. And then I just fished ground bait, worm and caster, and a bit of corn when I came for that couple of hour session. And it weren't quite right. I caught a couple of skimmers late on corn, but everything else I tried wasn't really right. So I've made the decision today to fish pellets and corn there instead, and just have it as a out and out quality fish swim, which may or may not produce. But that's what I fancy. Some fish there. Definitely what I fancy doing at the moment. I fancy catching some skimmers there. Maybe some bream will settle there as well. But attack it. Ooh, tiny perch. I never had anything that small. Basically, all my fish were sort of 2 ounce to 1.5 pounds. And it was excellent. Yeah, so my little 2 hour practice was a bit of a scramble really. So I just hastily put 3 rigs together. I had 1 rig to fish this rig and 2+2, but I've got a dedicated top kit rig today, which is a little bit lighter, a 4x14 float, They're just nicely strung out in the bottom. And because it is a surprisingly clear venue. Thought I'd have a bit more action than that. I came gone over depth, but they definitely like being off the bottom at this place. So let's go the other way. Let's go an inch or two off the bottom, especially if it's perch about. They seem to hover. Yeah, I'm just going to loose feed casters there. I'm going to leave that long line alone for an hour. Put 3 great big pots of bait there. That's better. See, that's off the bottom. These fish sit off the bottom on this place. That's something I definitely worked out. One more perch and then we'll get on that short line. This might take a little bit of revving up as well, this swim. Okay, I'm going to quickly try double maggot. I'm going to go back over depth and try double maggot. Try and catch a greedier fish. Just lightly dripping there to begin with. We'll start to attack it a bit more later on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. No. Let's go on a bagging rig. Single maggot. Yeah, it was just a top kit deep. 2 + 2, but it's a good foot 18 inches deeper a section further out, and then it seems to plateau off a little bit more. So I've gone heavier on the rigs. I've got a gram bagging rig in case I need to bomb it down, and a 3/4 gram sort of nicer rig. I think we just got to drag a few fish into the peg first. It might be a bit of a slow burner. Wasn't really expecting to bag up straight away. Now I caught best throwing little balls. That definitely worked. Get me. So we'll definitely be trying that later on, or sporadically, just to try and drag some fish in, drag them down, and if they won't have that, we'll catch them shallow. But obviously every peg's in on the lake, and those silvers will sit where they want to sit until you might be able to persuade them to settle in front of you. I think the other side, the other bank, where it's considerably deeper, they reckon, is where it's at. It's possibly where the match will be won. But I'm not unhappy here, purely because I've fished it and I've caught fish from it. So we shall see. No bites yet, which is a worry. We might be dripping a margin swim. Didn't want to get too sidetracked with 4 swims on the go. My best 3 swims were there and there, and that was carp central, so I didn't fish there too long based on the carp I hooked. Okay. Oh, we got one. Still on? No, it came off. Not sure what that was. It was just hanging on anyway. Didn't see the bite. Maggot doubled over. Right. Let's try a couple of dead maggots, because that was quite a good hook bait. Early doors. Nice fluttering hook bait. I've just got, on these short rigs I've got 8 to 10 slick, and on my long lines I've got 6, and my shallow rigs I've got a 6. Miss that one. I did miss quite a few bites. Quite shy fish here, I think. Definitely had a lot of bites on the settle. So let's just keep laying it in. So I fully expected a bit of a slow start. Not unduly worried at the moment. Tiny little bite. Perch. Whee. 2 little perch. Never saw a single perch that size. Just shows you the difference between a practice and a match. I'll join you again when something starts happening, I think. Big cluster of bubbles just came up there. It's not a good sign. Might be hooking a carp in a sec. Hopefully it's a tench or a bream. Just had a roach and a perch there straight away, and I've already bottled it because it's not a particularly quick start, and just started dripping a few maggots and an odd caster down there where I said I wasn't going to bother. But it might only be, oh, that was a stick. Thought we'd have a few little fish there now, but with that roach, but nope. Have a quick go down here already. That. All I've done is I've thrown a few little marbles. There they are. Big perch. I did say if I was going to fish down there I'd use an 8 elastic, but I hadn't planned to. So it's not really, it's just my shallow rig. I had not planned to fish down there, but based on how slow it is out there, I felt I've got to catch a few fish, and I know there's a chance of some chunky perch there. But I'm also running the gauntlet with potential for hooking a carp or 2. Come on, it's got to be more. These fish are on edge, aren't they? Can't catch one perch immediately, and then nothing. Well, I can find a bit of bait there. A few small fish on the top. There then. Lunged off. Oh, skinner. Good sign. That's a good sign. Nice one. It's a bit of an awkward depth really, because it's a foot longer than my top kits. Oh, lift bite. Oh, that's a nice roach. Lovely roach. One more on a maggot, we'll swap to a caster. I don't know, I'd put a 6 elastic on this instead of an 8, but I just think it's a positive line. We can hopefully swing a few chunky fish in like that. A few bites now, haven't we? Finally. Leaves are starting to fall. Roach. Oh, missed him. Just came off. Good perch that. Oh, the kingfisher just flew behind me. I don't know who we got here. Just lost a good perch. We've lost another one. No. Fresh hook as well. Oh, got doubled over. No. That was a pound fish. Hey. That was a big fish. Considerably bigger than anything else we've hooked so far. Fishing 3 or 4 inches over depth now. Seems better. Might be a skimmer. Yeah. Whatever we lost was bigger than that. I think it was a pound perch. Took a while, but I think we've got an arrival now. Briefly a big bream. What was it? It's a big perch. That's what we lost. That's the size of what we lost. Definitely. It was our single caster, that one. Nice dark caster. I think there's a load of perch there. A big perch. that on the drop. Lovely big perch. It's definitely what we lost. So he had it on the drop. I'm going to move that bulk up. Just encourage an odd fish on the way down. It's a bit more promising, isn't it? A little run of perch. Can't see him afloat because of all the leaves. Kingfisher. Kingfisher. Missed that one. Too busy watching the kingfisher. Look, he's just there. Wow, he's perched 4 meters from me. I'll show you the kingfisher. He's just there. Do you see him? How good is that? Eh? I'm just here. The kingfisher is just there. Had to show that. Bobby Dazzler. That's what we'll call you. Bobby Dazzler the kingfisher. Funny I'll lift that. So it's a skimmer. Could be a big perch. Starting to feel a bit perchy now. Great big hybrid, or a roach. Hybrid. Look at the size of that. Okay. The bite was funny, so I'm a little bit too far over depth. Kingfisher's still there. Oh, great big carp just rolled. They'll be wondering where all their boilies are. Or whatever it is they feed here. Assume it's boilies. Oh, how'd you miss those, John? Quick go on the top kit. Quick go down the side. Quick go shallow. And then I'll get on that long line. Oh. Deep shallow. No. Quick go down the side, then we'll go long. Right. Forget it. Let's go long. Nice rig of a fish expanders to start with, and then we'll try corn. Try an expander first. Just a 4mm expander. Not fed anything since the initial feed. Go on. This should go under. If there's any skimmers there. Yep. I think. Indication. What was it? It's a roach. Oh, it was a roach on a expander. Now we tangled a rig. Come on, Johnny boy, get it together. We've had a little roach first drop on this, which fell off. I'm going to pop a little bit of 4mm pellets and corn in the pot. So, hour and a half. First proper go on the pellet. I've had one fall off already. Yeah, that was a roach. Roach on expander. Let's try a grain of corn straight away. Yeah, it's the sort of place where I fully expect to catch roach on expanders as well as the hope for skimmers. These fish are conditioned to eat in pellets. So I've got 2 rigs for this line, one with a 16 and one with a 14, depending on how good it is. Just starting on the 16 to begin with, but certainly when I had a couple of hours on here, I swapped to a 14 and it was better, or it certainly wasn't worse anyway. I'm tempted to just loose feed a few 4mm over there as well. It's definitely towing left to right. I'll put expander back on then. A bit better. A reed as well. Out the peg. Better out the peg than in now. Yeah. It's encouraging anyway. Pop a little bit of corn in. Oh, click that one. Pricked him. Pricky, pricky, pricky. You can get bites there, but they're mostly little roach and little skimmers, I think. It's on the drop. I think there's a load of roach there. Yeah, little stabby bites. Another stabby bite. Rattling that on the way down. Oh, it's a skimmer. Okay. Got this size of fish anyway. Okay, we'll catch another one then. Bigger and slimier. That's on corn. A lot bigger than the pellet fish there. Ooh. What's that then? Is it a carp? I say it's a carp. Never know though. Feels a bit carpy. I'm gonna say it's a carp. Oh yeah, nodding like a big old carp. Just check. "100% a carp." Oh dear. We're halfway through. I've just had a skimmer on the top kit. I've just had two nice perch there on a top kit. I dropped in and hooked a carp straight away. So I thought, oh well, never mind. Changed my hook. Dropped it straight back in, had two really nice big perch, which was encouraging. Then I've waited a little bit, then I've had that skimmer. Just enough time to change my batteries. That short line, I've had one perch on it, and that's it. Someone in the bushes behind me. Oh, it's a squirrel. Very noisy squirrel. So that's encouraging anyway, to have a skimmer on a top kit there. I'm not going to loose feed anymore, I'm just going to throw bits of ground bait down there. I think I've overcooked my short line. it just went rubbish. So what I've done, I've just put a pot of chopped worm and casters and ground bait, and I'm going to leave it now for a bit and just see. Maybe drip, lightly drip now, you know, 6 to 8 casters. Certainly no more than that. But certainly the best line has been 12.5, 13 metres on pellet. I have pricked a couple, or foul hooked a couple. When you feed, your float goes under, so there's clearly a lot of fish there. But I have had a carp gobbing around as well, gobbing the surface. I think there's a few about. So let's get back on the pellet, because that's definitely the most reliable spot. Smallish skimmers. I've just been loose feeding 4 mils there. I only need to pot it at the moment. Oh, my kingfisher's back. Yeah, so I've rested this line for a little bit. I just pricked a couple of skimmers. So I thought, right, let's have a look on all my other lines. I've had a quick pound on a top kit, but that short line's been very disappointing. I think I've maybe been lashing in too many casters, and there's clearly no numbers of fish there. So the only fish I had there was a perch. But there's plenty of silvers out at this range. I don't think they're on the corn properly. I think pellets is just a simpler and easier bait to be catching them on at the moment. Because I think if the peg was full of like £1.5, £2 plus fish, then that corn would be really good. But yeah, you can keep ticking over catching these. It's not burying immediately, but fast enough. Oh, it's a bit bigger than I thought, unless he's foul hooked. He's in the mouth. Yeah, we'll definitely stay on these. They seem happy out there. Yeah, here's a good one. Yeah, these are just Fin Perfect 4 mils. I've just softened up when I got to my peg, covered them with water for a few minutes and then drained it off. So they're still pellets, still pellet shape, but just broken down a little bit, you know, just a bit softer, which I tend to prefer for skimmers. Amazing, isn't it? I 2 hours practice and caught on casters brilliantly. Turn up and decide to fish pellets instead. Might catch some shallow there though, but not showing any signs of them being shallow there. Just get the reds down on these, I think. Very nice. Pop a little nugget of that in. Bit of corn's not going to do any harm either. Just a little ball. Catch on this. Hopefully it's not a carp. So we've had a skimmer and some nice perch here. You just seem to get one or two, and that's it. Catch them straight away for there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Put some worms down there, so let's try a sliver of worm. A bit of worm, I think that's a bream. It's a bream. Decent one as well. That's a nice one. Probably the best fish of the day, that. So a little bit of worm. Oh, extra slimy today. A measurement on that. Oh. Big roach, I reckon. Yeah. A hybrid. Bit of a hybrid, that. We've had a decent skimmer and a roach on that on the short line. Have a quick look on this top kit. If we can't catch a fish, we'll get back out on those pellets. Probably spent a little bit too long on this. I'm going to say it's a carp. It's not swimming a lot. Might explain why it went a bit funny. He's big. Didn't want him anyway, did we? Didn't want him anyway. Might explain why it went a bit funny there. New balls. Kingfisher's back. Might be a better one, this. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep fishing this spot until I feel I need to rest it, really. I keep feeding that shorter swim, but I'm catching nicely here, aren't I? So there's no point coming off them. But yeah, I'll keep feeding some casters there. But this is where it's at, isn't it? Roach. Big old roach. Big roach on it, pellet. Not many of those today though, is there? Six mil expander. Right, big roach. Nice fish. Sean, whoop, ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, ruff. Well, the match is over. Just about to help them weigh in. Just gonna get my weigh mat. I've told everyone I've got sort of £25, maybe 30. Might have more. Might be about that. Those skimmers, they look chunky to me. It could be a lot more, who knows, but I've had a cracking end. You know, the last half of the match on pellets mostly, we'll have to see. But yeah, let's get this weigh mat and we'll see. It sounds like a lot of it's fished quite hard. The other bank, they've caught some skimmers, but a lot of it's been a little bit patchy actually, so we'll see. But I'm confident that I've probably done enough to frame. We'll have to wait and see.
19.2.
Right. 17, 14.
14.
Yeah. 17, 14.
11.7.
11,
48.7.
Now that's a big 25, John.
You said you had 48, didn't I?
Yes, I went to the same school of weight estimations as Andy May, I think, because my 20 to 30 pound has actually gone 48 pounds 6 ounces. It's blown me away, that has, a little bit, because at no point did I think I was catching fast. But they've obviously been really good weight building fish. You know, those perch have weighed a lot, and the skimmers have definitely been chunkier than I thought. But at no point did I feel like I caught 40 pound of fish. So yeah, over the moon with that. Anyone who knows me knows it means a lot to try and win this one. This is one of the ones I've always wanted to win. I've had a couple of near misses. I really wanted to win it. Bob was my hero, and yeah, it means a lot to win it. So fair play to Dave Armstrong and Mark, but Dave especially has just been brilliant at running this match, and Mark's given him some valuable help, and Leamington Angling as well, for giving up the venue. And everyone who was there as well. Absolutely fantastic to see everyone there. And we've raised over £500 for the Aylesford unit at Warwick Hospital, which treated Bob in its latter stages. So a thoroughly enjoyable day's fishing, really enjoyed that. And yeah, all fished in the right spirits for a great guy. Let's do the presentation.
Pegs 1 to 9, Dennis Ryan, peg 6, 14, 10. Well done. Well done. Second section, 10 to 18, Greg Satchwell, 18-10 of
Well
peg 17. Third section, 19 to 26, Buster, 25-11, peg 22.
Give the dog cheering.
Last section, 27 to 37, Dave Smith, £15 off peg 30. Third place, 26-1 off peg 21, Terry Stevenson.
Boy!
I'll
give my little friend a
Second with 26-7 off peg 20, Kev Falwell.
Green going to stop again.
Winner off peg 8 with 48-7, Johnny Arthur.
Don't kiss him.